Basic geometrical ideas. Geometry has a long and rich history. You observe and use different objects like boxes, tables, books, balls. All such objects have different shapes. Here, you learn some interesting facts that will help you know more about the shapes around you. Let us look into some basic definitions. Points. What is a point? Point is a simple dot. By a sharp tip of the pencil, mark a dot on the paper. Sharper the tip, thinner will be the dot. The almost invisible tiny dot will give you an idea of point. A point determines location. The tip of the compass, the sharpened end of the pencil, the pointed end of the needle are few examples of dots. Points are represented with capital letters, read as point A. Line segment. Fold a piece of paper and unfold it. Do you see a fold? This gives you an idea of line segment. Line segments has two endpoints, namely A, B, represented as AB. Mark 2 points on the paper and try to connect it by all possible means. The shortest distance will give you an idea of line segment. An edge of the box, a tube light, the edge of the postcards are few models for line segment. Imagine that the line segment from AB is extended beyond A in one direction and beyond B in the other direction without any end. This gives you a model for line. A line AB is written as. It is also sometimes denoted with small letters like L, M, N. Ray. A ray is the portion of the line. It starts at one point and goes endlessly in a direction. It is denoted as AP with a ray above. Beam of the light from a lighthouse, ray of a light from the torch, sun rays are models for rays. Two lines L1 and L2 are shown. L1 and L2 intersect at P. If two lines have one common point, they are called intersecting lines. Some models for pair of intersecting lines are two adjacent edges of your notebook, the letter X of the English alphabet, crossing roads. Parallel lines. Lines which do not meet are said to be parallel, so they are called parallel lines. Parallel line. Opposite edges of the ruler, the crossbars of the windows, rail lines are few examples of parallel lines. In planar geometry, an angle is figure formed by two rays, called the sides of the angles, sharing a common endpoint, called the vertex of the angle. An angle ABC is represented as angle ABC with the middle letter being the vertex. The yellow color represents the interior region of the angle and the white represents the exterior. Types of angles. 1. Acute angle. An angle measuring less than 90 degrees is known as an acute angle. 2. Right angle. An angle measuring exactly 90 degrees is known as a right angle. 3. Obtuse angle. An angle measuring greater than 90 degrees but less than 180 degrees is known as obtuse angle. 4. Straight angle. An angle measuring exactly 180 degrees is known as a straight angle. 5. Reflex angle. An angle measuring greater than 180 degrees is known as reflex angle. An angle is measured using a protractor. Triangles. A triangle is a polygon with 3 edges and 3 vertices. It is one of the basic shapes of geometry. A, B, C are the vertices of the triangle. AB, BC, AC are the sides of the triangle. BAC is angle A, ABC is angle B, BCA is angle C. The region inside the triangle is known as the interior region and the region outside the triangle is known as the exterior region. Types of triangles based on the size of the sides. we have different types of triangles. An equilateral triangle has all sides the same length. An isosceles triangle has two sides of equal length. An isosceles triangle also has two angles of the same measure, namely the angles opposite to the two sides of the same length. A scalene triangle has all of its sides different length. Equivalently, it has all angles of different measure. A quadrilateral is a polygon with four edges and four vertices or the corners. A, B, C, D are known as the vertices of the quadrilaterals. AT, DC, CB, BA are known as the sides of the quadrilateral. Angle A, angle B, angle C, angle D are known as the angles of the quadrilateral. Angle A and angle C are known as the opposite angles. Similarly, angle D and angle B are known as the opposite angles. Angle B and angle C are known as the adjacent angles. Similarly, angle A and angle B are also known as the adjacent angles. Circles. You find many things that are round: a wheel, a bangle, a coin, etc. We use round shapes in many ways. What is a circle? A circle is a simple closed curve which is not a polygon. It has some very special properties. This is a circle with center C. P, CP, CM are known as the radii of the circle. PM is known as the chord. AB is known as the diameter of the circle. A segment, a region in the interior of the circle enclosed by a chord and an arc, is called the segment of the circle. Sector, a region in the interior of the circle enclosed by an arc on one side and a pair of radii on the other two sides, is called the sector. In the given figure, CMP is the sector and PM through Q is known as the segment. The distance around the circle is known as the circumference. Classwork. Identify three triangles in the figure. Write the names of 7 angles. Write the names of 6 line segments. Which two triangles have angle B as common? Refer the above lectures to find the answers. Classwork 2. Draw any circle and mark its center, its radius, a diameter, sector, segment, a point in its interior, a point in its exterior, and arc. Thank you. Classwork. Identify three triangles in the figure. Write the names of 7 angles. Write the names of 6 line segments. Which two triangles have angle B as common? Refer the above lectures to find the answers. Classwork 2. Draw any circle and mark its center, its radius, a diameter, sector, segment, a point in its interior, a point in its exterior, and arc. Thank you.
So therefore, whole numbers are commutative under multiplication. So the order in which we multiply or add two numbers do not matter. Therefore, 5 plus 6 is equals to 6 plus 5 and 6 multiplied by 3 is equals to 3 multiplied by 6. Let us try to understand associative property. Associative property is a property of some binary operations, which means if we change the order of numbers inside the brackets, then the answer doesn't change. Let us try to understand this with the help of an example. We have 6 multiplied by 5, which is inside the brackets, and then multiplied by 4. So 6 multiplied by 5 gives us 30, and 30 multiplied by 4 gives us 120. Similarly, if we change the order, if we change the brackets, if 5 multiplied by 4 is inside the brackets and then we multiplied by 6, therefore 5 multiplied by 4 is 20 and then 20 multiplied by 6 is 120. This is called associative property. The answer did not change by changing the bracket, the position of brackets. Let us try to do this with addition. So 6 plus 5, it's inside the brackets and then plus 4. So 6 plus 5 is 11 and 11 plus 4 is 15. Now 6 plus 5, then inside brackets we have 5 plus 4. So 5 plus 4 is 9 and 9 plus 6 is 15. Therefore, the answer did not change when we changed the order. Therefore, this is called associative property. Let us understand distributive property. In distributive property, it states that if we try to multiply a number with a sum of few numbers, then it is same as multiplying each of those numbers separately and then adding their products. Let's take a look at the example. So 5 multiplied by 9 plus 6. So 9 plus 6 is 15, and 15 times 5 is 75. Now, if we apply distributive property, we get 5 multiplied by 9 and 5 multiplied by 6. So 5 multiplied by 9 is 45, 5 multiplied by 6 is 30. So adding these two, we get 75. Let us study and complete this pattern. So we have been given a few operations. Try to solve this question. Now let's try another question. A taxi driver filled his car petrol tank with 40 liters of petrol on Monday. The next day, he filled the tank with 50 liters of petrol. If the petrol costs 44 rupees per liter, how much did he spend on petrol? This is a very interesting question and can be solved in multiple ways. Pause this video and try to solve this question. Let us find out how many liters of petrol did the taxi driver buy. So on Monday he bought 40 liters and on the next day he bought 50 liters. So total liters of petrol are 40 plus 50, which gives us 90. Since each liter of petrol costs rupees 44, therefore 90 liters of petrol will cost 44 times 90, which is 3960 rupees. Let us try to apply distributive property and solve it. So, on Monday, how much did the taxi driver spend on petrol? So, on Monday, he bought 40 liters of petrol. So, the cost of 40 liters of petrol is 40 multiplied by 44, which is 1760 rupees. Now, on the next day, he bought 50 liters of petrol. So, the cost of 50 liters of petrol is 50 multiplied by 44, which is 2200. So adding these two, 2200 plus 1760, we get 3960 rupees, which was the same as what we got earlier. Therefore, the taxi driver spent 3960 rupees on his car petrol tank. Now let us solve another question. A vendor supplies 32 liters of milk to a hotel in the morning and 68 liters of milk in the evening. If the milk costs rupees 15 per liter, how much money is due to the vendor per day? Pause this video and try to solve this with multiple ways. So let us try to find how many liters of milk did the vendor supply in one day. In the morning, he supplied 32 liters of milk, and in the evening he supplied 68 liters of milk. So in one day he supplied 32 plus 68, which is 100 liters of milk. Since the milk cost rupees 15 per liter, therefore the total cost of the milk is 15 multiplied by 100, which is 1500. Therefore 1500 rupees is due to the vendor per day. Now let us try to solve this using distributive property. Let us find out the cost of milk he supplied in the morning and in the evening separately. So he supplied 32 liters of milk in the morning. So the cost of 32 liters of milk will be 32 multiplied by 15, which is 480 rupees. And in the evening he supplied 68 liters of milk. That will be 68 multiplied by 15. So 1020 rupees. So adding both 1020 and 480 rupees, we get 1500 rupees. Therefore, 1500 rupees is the amount of money which is due to the vendor per day. I hope you enjoyed studying about whole numbers. If you would like to solve more questions and for further reading, you can always refer to your textbook. Thank you.